So number 15 says that the 12-gonum prism in number 14 is melted down and formed into a hemisphere. Okay, so a hemisphere, of course, is half of a sphere. Ooh, that's kind of fancy. A hemisphere is half of a sphere. So there are two ways that we can handle this problem. The first way is taking this volume that we have there, which is going to be a hemisphere volume, and timesing it by 2. Okay, that will make it a volume of a real sphere if you times it by 2, because 2 hemispheres makes a sphere. And then we can set that equal to 4 pi r cubed divided by 3 and solve that all the way down. Or we could take our 2687 volume and set it equal to a hemisphere formula. Okay, since a hemisphere is half of a sphere, okay, the sphere has a 4 here, and half of 4 is a 2. So 2 pi r cubed over 3 is a hemisphere. 4 pi r cubed over 3 is a sphere. So if you're going to use the sphere formula, times the hemisphere volume by 2. If you're going to use a hemisphere formula, leave it alone. Okay, so either way, let's do this problem here. We'll pick up and we'll multiply by 3. So we're going to end up timesing this by 6. Sorry, that's a 3.
Which one is the hemisphere one? 2?
So that gives me 16,122.5 equals 4 pi r cubed. Okay, and then I'm going to divide both sides by 4 pi, and in my calculator, I make sure to parenthesize so that my calculator knows I'm dividing by a product rather than just a 4 and then timesing it. So that gives me 1282.98. And the final step in solving this is to cube root both sides to get rid of the 3's. And the cube root of 1282 is 10.8661. So that is the length of the radius. So we either need to use a hemisphere formula where the 4 becomes a 2 because that's half, or we multiply the given volume by 2 to make it into a sphere. So there's your sphere, and this is your hemi.